और हमारी ट्रेड एंड इंडस्ट्री को आप मार्गदर्शन देंगे ताकि हम आने वाले दिनों में कुछ और अच्छा इस देश और समाज के लिए कर सके। ऑनरेबल वाइस ऑफ इंडिया।
आदरणीय गुजरात राज्यना मंत्री श्री ईश्वर परमार जी, आदरणीय सांसद श्री CR पाटिल जी, आदरणीय सांसद श्रीमती दर्शनाबेन जरदोश जी, साउथ गुजरात चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स इंडस्ट्री प्रमुख श्री दिनेश वाडिया जी, बहनों और भाइयों, आप सबने मारा नमस्कार। सिल्क અને હીરા માટે વિશ્વમાં સુપ્રસિદ્ધ સુરત શહેરમાં આજ સાઉથ ગુજરાત ચેમ્બર ઓફ કોમર્સ ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીના તમામ સભ્યોને મળીને મને ખૂબ આનંદ થયો. Friends, I feel very, very happy to be here in this diamond city, a textile city, cooperative city, all in one is Surat. Surat is a positive story in the country's history. Gujarat, and within Gujarat, Surat is a positive story. That's why I feel happy to be addressed to you today. आप सबको मालूम है मैं अभी राजनीति में नहीं हूँ और CR पाटिल जी का पार्टी में भी नहीं हूँ। मैं तो राजनीति छोड़ दिया, एक संविधान का पद में बैठा हूँ, इसलिए राजनीति विषयों में उस संदर्भ में बोलना सही भी नहीं, मैं तो बोलता भी नहीं हूँ। मगर देश के बारे में, देश का समस्याओं के बारे में, देश में अलग अलग इलाके में जाके लोगों से मिलना जुलना, उनसे बातचीत करना, समस्याओं को सुनना और स्थिति क्या है समझने के लिए प्रयास करना और देश कैसा आगे बढ़ रहे, दुनिया में क्या क्या परिवर्तन आ रहे, इस सब विषयों के बारे में मैं तो चर्चा करते रहता। I used to meet, greet, talk, walk, eat, spend time with the people earlier. Now, after I became vice president, because of the protocol, there are certain limitations. इसलिए इतना दूर देखिए कितना दूर रखा इन लोगों ने, सिक्योरिटी वालों ने। ये तो एक है तो कोविड के कारण से, दूसरा वाइस प्रेसिडेंट जैसे प्रोटोकॉल भी है। मैं हमेशा सोचता हूँ नेता कोई भी हो, संविधान के पद में बैठे या राजनीतिक क्षेत्र में काम करे और सामाजिक क्षेत्र में कार्य करे, वाणिज्यिक क्षेत्र में काम करे, लोगों से मिलते रहना चाहिए। They must come closer, understand each other, and then interact with each other to know better each other and work together for the betterment of the country. That's the reason after becoming vice president also, I told my people in Delhi, I am not going to sit in headquarters. We'll be going around. And particularly we'll be meeting youngsters. 65% of the Indian population is below 35 years. And 50% of the population is below 25 years. This is the greatest demographic advantage India is having in the world. We are youngest population of the world. So we have the future. So I started going to universities, IITs, IITs, IESR, IIMs, AIMS, Chamber of Commerce, farmers organizations, research centers, and also different organizations working in various fields, art, culture, commerce, business and industry. That's how I'm spending time going around the country, and whatever I get, the larger interest of the country, I convey to government, sometime to Prime Minister, sometime to ministers, and I try to convey to the concerned policy makers so that the country can become strong, stable. I'm happy that India is now on the move. Once upon a time, India was known as Vishwaguru. And students from across the globe, they used to come to India. Takshashila, Nalanda, Vikramshila. Many institutions used to be there of international repute. People used to come. But because of the advent of colonial rule, they came, they looted us, cheated our minds also, those countries. And we lost our conscience, and we lost the direction in between. And now again, after independence, the momentum is being built up. Country is again moving forward. I can tell you, as Vice President, I go around the world also, meet the leaders of the nations, address the parliaments, and also hear from the delegations. I receive them in Delhi. But I can tell you, India is on the move, and India is being recognized and respected worldwide. दुनिया में भारत का पहचान बढ़ रहा है. And now people want to do business with India. People want to invest in India. And the government also started opening up the business, and reforms have become the order of the day. And you know this Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Bhai Modi, he has given a 3-line advice to all, 3-line mantra. He said reform, perform, and transform. Transformation of the nation in every sense. That is what is required. Ease of doing business, public-private partnership. That is also the need of the hour. You can't expect the government to do everything. The private sector also must be allowed to enter in, should be roped in, and government and private sector must work together. I am totally in agreement with the Prime Minister. The government should not do business. Government should allow the business to flourish, encourage the business. Unfortunately, in our country, one tendency is sections of the politicians, they criticize and they condemn the businessmen in the daytime, but they do business with them in the evening times. That is the reality. We are all aware of it. That should not be the approach. After all, without business, without industry, how the country can grow? Businessmen are creators of the wealth. Unless wealth is created, how do you distribute the wealth? How do you take care of the poor? How do you take care of the downtrodden? How do you take care of different sections of the society? So business has to be encouraged, and businessmen's problems has to be understood from the government from time to time, and then they should be addressed. And you cannot say this government is business friendly. It should be business friendly. Because as I told you, the government doing business, government running hotels, incurring loss, running airports, and then running airlines, and then incurring losses and all. Government should focus on creating infrastructure. We're talking of airport expansion, transport. Government should take care of the security of the country. Government should take care of the health of the people. And now in the health sector also we must allow private sector to come in a big way. And government should take care of the health of the people. Now private sector also should be encouraged in the health sector. And government should understand what are the impediments, what are the problems in business, and government should try to address those problems. That is the duty of the government. I am happy that the present government is moving in that direction. India is growing at a steady and healthy pace till this pandemic disrupted the normal course of our lives a year ago. This pandemic has created problems around the world, but also within India. And we are fortunate we are able to come out of it. And then compared with other parts of the world, India is comparatively less affected. And India's survival is high, and India's casualties are less, for the reason being India's way of living. And Indian people's nature of working hard. And if you really improve it further, India can become further strong and tall also. See, America, even European countries, so-called advanced countries, how they have been affected, how India could withstand. This is a matter for study. This is a matter for research. And also in India, in the rural area, farmers are not affected much. आपको मालूम हुआ होगा इस साल कोविड का समय देश में कृषि उत्पादन 4% बढ़ गए. हर एक सेक्टर इफेक्ट हो गया, मगर खेती या this agriculture sector is not affected. Agriculture production has increased. We must salute the farmers along with doctors, along with nurses, along with medical people, along with sanitary workers, along with security people, along with media people. We must also salute the farming community who are creating food, producing food in spite of difficulties and all. That is because the rural area people have the advantage of fresh air and also sun. The lesson we have to understand is if you have air circulation and if you have the advantage of sunlight, you survive more and you are more strong. But unfortunately, over the years, we are slowly moving away from that and coming close, living closer. So I am now telling all the architects and other people also, go back to our roots and see to it that enough air circulation is allowed inside the house or the factory or the shops or the business establishments, and also allow the light also to come in. Light also should be allowed to come in. This closed business means not the other business. That should be reversed, and we must go for this open thing to the extent possible. And also the hard-working people, they had more endurance. We must work for physical fitness. If you are physically fit, you will be mentally alert. That's why our forefathers said, Arogyame Mahabhagyam. Health is wealth. They did not say wealth is health. Because health is very important, we must take care of the health. That is possible by doing physical activities, some yoga, cycling, walking, or any exercise of your choice. We should not allow sedentary way of life. It's an important aspect that has to be kept in mind, including businessmen. Secondly, we must also, yoga, some people say yoga has nothing to do with religion. One boy told me, sir, I have a problem in doing Surya Namaskara. I said, I understood. I said, if you have a problem in Surya Namaskara, do Chandra Namaskara. There is no problem. You can do Surya Namaskara or Chandra Namaskara. Namaskara is our samskara. Do some exercise. That is what is required. And secondly, we must encourage more and more cycling. That's why when I was Minister for Urban Development, along with many of the reforms, we suggested to cities to have cycle track in cities. Cycle track, smart cities, Amrut cities. We all made it mandatory to have cycling tracks. Some time back, I was in Berlin. 13% of the people, they use cycle. They go to office even by cycle. Because cycling is the cheapest sport and cheapest thing to get your health also properly. And secondly, food habits. This is another important thing. You may be surprised. आपको आश्चर्य होगा, अरे भाई देश का उपराष्ट्रपति हमको ये फूड के बारे में बता रहे हैं, बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है. Food is very important. We must, because of the Western influence, we started deviating from our age-old food habits. We have so many traditional food which have been time-tested. We must go back to that. This pizza, this burger, they do not suit us. I am not criticizing. They may be suitable to those countries, for those weather. But for our country, pizzas and burgers and the fast food, so-called the Western food is not suitable. One boy told me, and I was addressing the IIT students, sir, it's okay, but now food is instant food, sir. Instant food is available. I told him, if you go for instant food means constant disease. This has to be understood by one and all. Food cannot be instant. Food has to be cooked properly. This has to be understood. That's what our forefathers has given. So we must go back to roots and then have good food habits and then avoid sedentary life. And also the modern day, we must also reduce using the smartphones. You may be surprised. The smartphones usage, which is increasing day by day, is causing immense harm to the health of the people. It is spoiling our attention. Added to that, social media and different news are fed without even verification, because information is very much important. But information with confirmation is more than an ammunition. You have to understand that. Information with confirmation is more than an ammunition. It is more powerful than a weapon. We have to understand that. But information without confirmation will add to your confusion and create tension and divert your attention. And you cannot have retention of the memory power. This has to be understood by one and all. Use the phone to the barest minimum and then as and when necessary. This is another advice of mine going through the experience of life. And my dear friends, the budget 2021-22 is projecting a GDP growth of nearly 11.5 in the coming year. And even international agencies are confirming it. So we are again recovering. Thanks to people like you. Just now, I was told that how the diamond sector is doing, how the textile sector is doing, how the cooperative sector is doing. It's picking up. And added to that, hard work by people like you, entrepreneurship, is going to add to the velocity. I can only say, go by the experts' opinion, analysis, that our economy has begun to bounce back. As the world came to a grinding halt due to pandemic, among the many lessons we learned is that the ambitious mission of the Atmanirbhar Bharat, quest for self-reliant India. Just now, our friends have explained to me the origin of diamond business. I'm very happy to know it. Learning is part of my objective of going around. Everybody should learn, including politicians. And people in high position should go on, because the world is changing faster. Learn more and more so that you can earn more and more also. So part of my objective of going around the country is knowing what is happening, knowing the good practices, knowing better performances. Today evening, I'm happy here to know the success story of the diamond industry. It was ably explained by our friends, how the diamond industry came, about Golconda, about Panna, about Patidar brothers going to Africa, and then getting into industry, and how here from one community it has expanded to other communities, how the then Minister Sri Manubhai Shah has understood your basic problems, and how the present government is addressing all the problems of industry. In a nutshell, in a brief manner, they have explained to me. I am very happy about it. And some time back, some friends from the diamond business from Surat, they called on me in Delhi also, just like that, and also briefed me about the developmental story of diamond. I am also equally happy about the story of education, because education is very much important for creation of knowledge, for empowerment. For empowerment, education is not for degrees alone. Education is for enlightenment. Education is for empowerment. Education is not only for employment, it also enhancement of knowledge. There are so many advantages of education. So we must have the best education. I'm happy to hear the educational story of South Gujarat and also the various universities that are functioning here in this region. I'm happy to know that growth story. And you want to have more and more centers of excellence. So naturally, I feel that you have a strong case whenever centers of excellence are created or encouraged. This part of the country should get preference also. I'm sure I am one with you on that issue. And the third one is about the cooperative story. The cooperative movement is an important movement involving people, making them as partners in the development and growth story. Unfortunately, there was a setback to the cooperative movement because certain bad elements have entered and politics also have entered in the cooperative sector. Politics, as long as they're healthy, it's okay. But if they become nasty and become tasty for some people, then the original purpose will be lost. And that's how the cooperative movement got a bad name because of some black sheep here and there. Cooperative should not be controlled by one person or one party. These cooperatives, the very word cooperation of all the people concerned, if they are all involved and they become part of the developmental story, they will get the benefit, and the benefit should reach different people. If the wealth which is created or the profits that are made are there in the hands of few, then you cannot have an egalitarian society. That's why cooperative movement was suggested to us, and then it became very popular. Now again, the time has come to strengthen the cooperative movement in the country, and I'm happy to know the positive side of the story here of the cooperative movement in this part of the country, particularly in Gujarat. Gujarat, that way, has set standards in many sectors because Gujarat people are entrepreneurs. They have an entrepreneur mind. They don't want to depend on somebody else. And the attitude of the people is to stand on their own, know, acquire knowledge, and then try to stand on your own. That should be the attitude of the people. That's a model. Some people envy Gujarat. We can't help it. Sometimes, often, I also hear in Parliament, everything Gujarat. Yeah, Gujarat people are doing good. So what is wrong in going to them? You also work hard, you will also get an opportunity. The entrepreneurship should not be envied. जेलसी नहीं होना चाहिए किसी को, अप्रिसिएशन होना चाहिए, क्योंकि अप्रिशिएट करने से उनको और भी प्रोत्साहन मिलता है. The Gujarat story, not only in India, Gujaratis across the globe, wherever I go, I find Gujaratis are developed. People who are going out no doubt they are prospering well. And among those people, Gujaratis also excel well because they have that entrepreneur mind. And governments of the day also should encourage rather than going populistic. If you become more and more populistic, then you will become pauperistic afterwards. You will become a pauper. Because if you want to distribute the wealth, you have to create the wealth first. Create the wealth and then distribute the wealth. So I am not in favor of freebies, giving this free, that free, everything is free. See, and some people, even in politics, I used to talk about this weakness for free power. So political people at that time, they used to tell me, sir, be careful, votes will be affected. I said, what is required is not free power. What is required is assured power, uninterrupted power. That's what the farmers want. That's what the businessmen want, not the free power. You say free power means first low power, then low power, and then no power. No power is free power only. If there is no power, then you don't get bill. So you have to give power, produce power, and you have to give power, quality power to all the people, whoever requires it. And people are willing to pay. This is my understanding of the life and mentality of the people. But there is a tendency, ये मुफ्त में देना, वो मुफ्त में देना, मुफ्त में देने के लिए पैसा होना चाहिए ना. पैसा नहीं है तो मुफ्त में कैसा देंगे? If you start borrowing, then what will happen to you? Now this tendency of borrow, nothing wrong in borrowing. Borrow, invest, and then grow and repay. That is also equally important. Repayment. Some people say, इसको माफ करो, उसको माफ करो. माफ करने का पैसा, बैंक में जो पैसा है, वो पैसा आपका है, लोगों का पैसा है. कोई कहते हैं इसको माफ करो, लोन माफ करना, फिर आपका डिपॉजिट को भी माफ करना पड़ेगा. This has to be understood seriously. I can understand poor people, suppressed people, depressed people being given helping hand, giving them ration at a very cheaper price and making available food also for the people who could not afford to have it. But everything free to everybody because of votes is not a good thing. I'm not talking of this party or that party. For any party, this is no good. We must go for really developing the mindset of positivity in the minds of the people and also working hard, earning more. There is a saying in my Telugu, people say, English में भी है, मछली को कैसा पकड़ना उनको सिखाना है. मुफ्त में मछली दिए तो दोपहर में एक वैरायटी दिया तो शाम को दूसरा वैरायटी मांगेंगे. फ्री आ रहा है ना मुफ्त में, तो उनको सिखाओ वो खुद. So he will catch fish. That is the age-old this thing. So the governments of the day must encourage people to work hard and then give them needed skills, needed them support, provide them road, provide them water, provide them current, power, provide them easy permissions, don't create problems and smoothen the functioning. That is what is required of the government. I am very happy when the Prime Minister talked about this Jana Dhana. I was minister at that time. I remember when Narendra Bhai told that everybody should open a bank account. मैंने कहा तो हमारा जमाना में पूरा हो जाएगा. प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने कहा हमारा जमाने में. मैंने कहा सर तो 50 साल में नहीं हुआ, 5 साल में पूरा करें तो अच्छा होगा. उन्होंने कहा नहीं, तो इसमें 2 साल में होना चाहिए. तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर इज प्राइम मिनिस्टर, सब लोगों ने सुना. बट आई कैन टेल यू टुडे crores of people have opened bank account. Crores. Who has opened the bank account? People and also the same employees. No OT. Everybody has done their duty. That's why this many number of bank accounts have been opened. Motivation. leadership, that is important. And then reaching out the benefit to the people, that is also equally important. Policy, okay. Budget allocation, okay. But that must reach the people, na? That's why this DBT, direct benefit transfer, लोगों तक पहुंचाने का व्यवस्था, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट और स्टेट गवर्नमेंट सब लोग उसी दिशा में ज्यादा ध्यान देना बहुत जरूरी है. एंड देन we must go slowly for online, so that the online should become the main line in the future, so that there is no need to stand in line. Standing in line, meeting people, greeting people, shaking hand and do something in between hand, ऐसा जरूरत नहीं आना चाहिए. You must apply and you should get reply or get the supply. That should be the attitude of the governments. If the government and the system, if they do this, then people will be happy. They will be able to reach the benefits also. This has to be understood. This Atmanirbhar Bharat, the power of Atma Shakti, Atmanirbhar is that try to become self-reliant. Here is a story of Gujarat. I was thinking and my secretary told me there will be some interaction. Some people want to speak. I said, kya bolna hai? They will explain. I said, okay. I was expecting that they will say, ये हमारा problems है, ये problems को resolve करना चाहिए. मैंने सुना तो लोग आगे कहा हमको कोई problems नहीं है, problems है तो भी हमारा MPs वो लोग उसको देखभाल करते हैं. हमारा क्या पुराना स्टोरी है, हमारा ग्रोथ कैसा चल रहा है, इसके बारे में आपको अवगत कराना चाहते. मन में बहुत मैं आनंद महसूस किया है. Heard this, I felt very, very happy. There will be problems, but there are people's representatives. These problems, and also if the government of the state or the center, any government for that matter, if they have a positive mind and if they respond in a positive manner, in a quick manner, people can work more. That is the story. That is the story. And my one caution is for the business, particularly I am in Chamber of Commerce, is that the ethics should be maintained in business. And the Chamber of Commerce, business leaders, they should always motivate their members to follow ethics, follow rule of law, so that there can be a healthy growth. Growth which is healthy will lead you to be wealthy and also make you happy. Happiness, not mere wealthiness, happiness also is required. If the growth is proper, then you will have happiness. Anand ho jayega. So for that, you have to be careful. हमने आपने भी देखा है, केवल कुछ लोगों के कारण से बिजनेस कम्युनिटी इंडस्ट्री का नाम बदनाम हो गया. कुछ लोग बैंक से पैसा लिया, वापस किया नहीं, देश से भाग गए और वहां जाके कह रहे इंडिया में जेल अच्छा नहीं होता है जी, इसलिए हम यहीं रहना चाहते. Fellows who looted, who cheated the system, they are going abroad and saying they want to stay there because Indian jails are not comfortable. The system has to be very tough with such people. And the countries also, पूरा दुनिया में ये सोच शुरू होना चाहिए. Every state, every country must think of handing over the people who commit crime in their respective countries. They should be handed over back to the respective country at the earliest. That is the civilization of any government. If you are not doing it, saying हमारा law permit नहीं करते, what is the law? Law is against the dharma, is against the principles of justice. You loot money here and then you hide money there and you say, no, our laws do not permit to give you the details of the account of this man or that man. This is not I can mildly say this is not the civilizational standard. So all countries, as the Vice President of the country, I call upon all the countries to make laws in such a way that they are transparent, and anybody who commits a crime in his country, if that country wants, they should be immediately repatriated. That should be the attitude of all the countries in the world, and then world will be peaceful, world will be healthy. This has to be understood by all. And before that, the business community, the chambers, the trade and industry associations, they must take care of that black sheep within their association, if any. And if you start really taking care at your level, then subsequent developments like what happened in the recent past will not happen. I don't want to name any person. You are all aware of who are the persons. But there are only few. But the name, bad name. ये पैसा रहता है और भाग जाते हैं और फिर बाद में industry becomes sick, but the owner become Nick. This is a comment among the people. Sir, industry है, ऐसा हो गया, ऐसा बता रहे हैं, मगर ये is moving in a big car, staying in a 5-star hotel. How is it possible? This is what ordinary people talk in the bazaar. So you have to understand that everybody follow business ethics. There are problems. Yes, problems has to be addressed. That is the duty of the government. And ease of doing business, PM said earlier, it was red tape. Now it is red carpet. Open. Come on. Do business. If you have any problems, you tell us. We are ready to address the problems. That should be the attitude of any government, state or central government, any officer. What are the problems? You have to understand them and how to resolve the problems. That should be the attitude. Friends, as I came here today to the state of Gujarat. Morning I went there to inaugurate a hospital in the rural areas. And then I have gone there and saw the hospital. I was so much impressed. And the way that people are trying to give back to the society. I urge upon all, it is not whatever corporate responsibility because there is some law that you must spend 2% of your wealth. It is part of our culture, our ancient culture. We believe in the philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We want to become strong and stable, economically powerful nation, not to rule anybody, to live in peace. And we want to live in harmony. Vasudhaika Kutumbakam. The entire world is one family. That is the philosophy of India. Age-old philosophy. Share and care is the core of our philosophy. Share and care. You share your wealth with others. The society will be happy. You will also be happy. So try to do something to the people. A lot of people are doing so many things. But I urge upon everybody, whoever is able to make some profit, share part of your profit with the rest of others so that the society will be happy and then we will be living up to the expectations of our forefathers and following the civilization of share and care. Once again, I would like to thank the Gujarat Chamber of Commerce. Mansukh Bhai Mandavia told me, sir, you are going anyhow to Gujarat and passing through Surat. Why don't you meet Surat Chamber of Commerce? And I know that Surat is a vibrant, dynamic place of happenings. So I have readily agreed. I came here and then I was able to meet members from the industry representing certain sectors. I'm very happy about it. Thank you very much for responding. Namaskar, Jai Hind.
Sir, we want to say a big thanks to you by standing ovation. Sir, thank you very much. What an inspiring speech it was. What a fabulous speech it was. the word which was used by you will be a great memory for all of our life. At this juncture, we at SGCCI opening the spillways of our heart while a spontaneous